This video discusses more on slopes. First, we're looking at the basic behaviors of the slopes. If you follow your graph going from left to right, if your graph rises, your slope is positive. From left to right, if your graph falls, your slope is negative. If you have a horizontal line, your slope is 0. Vertical line, your slope is undefined. Your point slope formula, y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1, where m is your slope and x1 and y1 represents any point on the line. So if we had a problem, find the equation of the line with a slope of 5 and passes through the point -2, -3. M is going to be 5, x1, y1 is -2 and -3. Plug them into the point slope formula. -1 for y, -3, excuse me, for y1. Make sure you don't lose a negative there. So it'll be y minus -3 equal to 5 for m, and then x minus -2 for the x1. Negative turns positive, and if we distribute 5, we have y plus 3 equal to 5x plus 10. You can go ahead and solve for y by subtracting 3 from both sides, and y is equal to 5x plus 7. Let's do another one. Find the equation of the line that passes through the points 1, 2, and 5, 10. So you notice we don't have a slope in this problem like we did in the last one. So what we'll do is we'll take the 2 points and find the slope. So I will just label the first point x1, y1, and the second point x2, y2. Plug into your slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 10, y1 is 2, x2 is 5, x1 is 1. So it's 10 minus 2 over 5 minus 1. That's 8 over 4, which is 2. So my slope is 2. Now I can use my point slope formula because I have 2 points to choose from and a slope. Doesn't matter which one of the points you choose. Just remember you have to choose one of them because both of them lie on the line. And use my slope as 2. So I decided to use x1, y1 because I've already labeled it as such. So plugging in 2 for y1, 2 for your slope, and then 1 for x1. And remember, it doesn't matter which point you use, you get the same equation. Distribute my 2, so that's y minus 2 equal to 2x minus 2. Add 2 to both sides. And my final equation is y equal to 2x. A few more things on slopes, parallel lines. You have parallel lines when 2 lines never cross and they have the same incline. In other words, they have the same slant. That means they will have the same slope. Perpendicular lines, the 2 lines that intersect at a 90-degree angle, their slopes will be negative reciprocals of each other. So reciprocals is just when you flip your fraction, 3/5 and 5/3 are reciprocals of each other. -10 over 7 and -7 over 10 are reciprocals. 1 over 2 and 2 over 1 are reciprocals. All you do is flip your fraction. So if we're talking about negative reciprocals, another word mathematically for opposite is negative. So if you're doing negative reciprocals, you're using the opposite sign and you're flipping the fraction. So 3/5 and -5/3 are negative reciprocals. -10 over 7, +7 over 10. And then if I have +1/2, then that's -2. Those would be negative reciprocals of each other. You have to flip the fraction and use the opposite sign. So just to make sure we're clear on that, determine the slope of the line that is parallel to the given equation and the slope of the line that's perpendicular to the given equation. So if I have the equation y equal to 3x minus 5, going back to our slope-intercept form, we know that the number that's sitting in front of x is our slope. So that's 3. A line that is parallel to this will have the slope of 3 as well. And a line that's perpendicular to this will have the slope of -1 over 3. So parallel lines have the same slope, perpendicular lines have the opposite sign, and you flip the fraction. That would be a negative reciprocal. The next one, 2x minus 7y equal to 21. First, I will solve the equation for y so it can be in slope-intercept form. So subtract 2x from both sides, then divide by 2. That leaves me with y equal to -2 over 7x plus 3. So my slope here is -2 over 7. A line that's parallel to this equation, the slope will be negative 2 over 7 as well. But a line that's perpendicular to this equation, we have the slope of 7 over 2, positive 7 over 2. All right, a few more examples of what we can do with that type of information. So I want to write an equation of a line that's passing through negative 3, 1, and parallel to the line that's given, which is y equal 2x plus 1. I know that the slope of this line is 2. So a line that's parallel to this one would be 2 as well. Remember, I want the equation of a line that's parallel to this one. So it will have the same slope, which is 2. The point that I will be using is negative 2 or negative 3 and 1. So I use my point slope formula now that I have the slope and the point, and plug them in accordingly. So that'll be y minus 1 equal to 2 times x minus negative 3. Distribute 2, that's y minus 1 equal to 2x plus 6. So then add 1 to both sides, y equal to 2x plus 7. Next one, write an equation of the line that passes through 3, negative 5, and is perpendicular to the line whose equation is x plus 4y minus 8 equal to 0. So this time we're looking for the line that's perpendicular to the equation given. So first thing I'm going to do is solve my equation for y, subtract x, and add 8 to both sides. So that'll leave me with 4y equal to x, negative x plus 8. Then divide by 4. That'll leave me with the equation of y equal to negative 1/4 x plus 2. So the slope of this equation is negative 1/4, but the slope of a line that's perpendicular to this would be a positive 4 over 1, which is just positive 4. Remember, perpendicular, you have to use a negative reciprocal, so you use the opposite sign and you flip the fraction. So using that information, I have my slope, which is 4 now, and the point, which is 3, negative 5, that was given, and I plug it into my point slope formula. So it'll be y minus negative 5 equal to 4 times x minus 3. Distribute the 4, that's y plus 5 equal to 4x minus 12. Subtract 5 from both sides. That'll give me the equation of y equal to 4x minus 17. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions.